Welcome viewers to the Founder Talk Show. I'm Major Sunil Shetty. Farmers in particular and agri sector in general have suffered huge losses due to inefficiencies in supply chain. Startups and entrepreneurs have come forward to address this very challenge. One such startup is FarmOR. This agri startup is providing solutions to turn agriculture into a profitable business for farmers by plugging the supply chain gaps. It also works in fixing the inefficiencies in the seed to market process by bringing knowledge, data, and best practices to farmers in a physical support. Today, my guest is Sai Teja, founder of FarmOR.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, Sai. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Tell us about FarmOR. I know you are fixing the supply chain challenge, which is one of the big challenges for agri sector.
Yes, sir.
Tell us what exactly are you doing in this? How are you addressing this challenge?
Sure. So we're based out of Hyderabad, and we are currently functioning in Telangana state. So how we interact with farmers is through agents in the villages, where an agent can order inputs for their farmers. So he'll earn commission in that particular part. So that's our business. And coming to how we interact with farmers, we have a field staff and we have an app through which agronomy is given to the farmers directly. So whenever we interact with any farmer, we try to understand the overall problem of his at this point, and we'll suggest the pesticides or what exactly to use. And coming to the selling of the pesticides, etc., or in that matter, seeds, fertilizers, etc., we do it through an agent who will be in between farmer and the farmers. So this helps them, the farmers, to reduce the costs for the inputs, one point, and having proper agronomy support, second point. And we also are dealing with few startups who are procuring from farmers directly, and which we link them to these particular farmers and make this entire process more efficient for them and more profitable for them.
So that is as far as the supply chain
Yes.
management or addressing the supply chain challenge is concerned. Do you also provide the physical logistics support?
So coming to logistics part, we currently are dealing with the existing players only. So rural logistics works in an entirely different way than the urban logistics, where some random auto buy will also deliver products to that particular place. At this point, what we are doing is we have a warehouse in Nalgonda, and we are arranging on a need basis to the farmers. So we are sending on in a small space in an auto. And so physical logistics, we are not taking care of at this point. We're doing it need to basis. So we don't have an established physical logistics setup yet.
Tell us about your phygital approach that you're using, which is
Yes,
a combination of physical and digital. How does that work for the benefit of the farmers?
Exactly. So we have been seeing a lot of rise in internet usage. Past 2-3 years, we know it's the number of smartphone users crossed like 80 crores in India, and internet penetration is also increasing the rural parts of India where good network bandwidth is coming to the rural parts. So coming to usage of this internet or for the advantage of farmers for their particular farming. So there is a lot of changes that are happening in the world, and in India particularly, we need a lot of information should be given to the farmers. And the complexity in Indian agri ecosystem is every farmer in every geography is different. So he's cultivating in a different way. He's using different type of brands. He's using different type of methods or agronomy practices for that matter. So you can't compare a paddy farmer in Nellore to a paddy farmer in Varanasi. You can't compare even the adjacent districts as well, because the yields are different, the lands, the soil, etc., are different. So, that there needs to be a customized approach where we should understand the local dynamics and the local supply chain. Like you need to understand that, okay, this particular seed company is only operating here. So the seed company can only deliver here. So what we're doing is we are digitally building an asset where we can serve the farmers in a customized approach. So mandal to mandal, we can actually put up agronomy practices. What our internally we are building is we are building that chain where in this mandal, okay, this is the agronomy practice you can follow because the average soil fertility is this. So you need to add this much of nitrogen, NPK to the your soil for a better produce. So physical, again, we have to be there with the farmer. So farmer won't understand or will not be connected with you until and unless you are present over there. So we need to have both approaches. So digital, we are going through app where we have an app where farmers get regular updates about their particular crop. And physical, we have ground level sales executives and agents who actually tell the information about the products or the agronomy practices for that matter. We have a call center setup where farmer can call to that number and can understand what particular agronomy practices he can follow to get better yield or better profits for his farm.
When we talk to founders and thought leaders from the agri sector, somehow
Yes.
they always talk about removing the middlemen or the agents. Whereas
True.
in your model, you're talking
Mhm.
about involving these people. How does
Exactly.
that? Why is this so different? Why are you thinking it differently?
So exactly. So it's not being different. I thought of the same when I ventured into pharma. We thought we should remove entirely the middleman. So middleman is eventually a natural process. It's not artificially created. So we can't just remove them away because those are the people who are actually connecting the suppliers and the farmers. But the problem is having a multiple layer of middlemen where you have 4 to 5 people in between, everywhere the margins are getting diminished. Consider an example of onions. So when you have 150 rupees in the market per kg, it's not the same that is going to the farmer. What's happening is when farmer is producing that initially the person is buying for 35 or 40 at max, or the 20 in that matter. But there are multiple layered middlemen. So these people come and take the produce, store in the warehouses. They use it for the day when the price is high. So this needs to be removed, but not the ones who are genuinely working for improving the agriculture activity. This is production side or post harvest side. We are involved majorly in the input side only. So currently, we are only supplying seeds, pesticides, and fertilizers and farm implements to farmers through these agents. So there are retailers also, as you can see, there are many retail shops in Andhra, Telangana, and entire India. So there's around 5 lakh retailers are there in the entire India. So considering only the Telangana and Andhra, there are 30,000 plus retailers. So these retailers are actually the major source of information for farmer. So whenever we try to tell farmer that you don't sow this, you sow this. So he goes to the retailer and tells that, okay, someone gave me this suggestion. What